Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and how are you doing? Hope you're good, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Maureen Glow. Hope you're good too. So yeah, Boma and Tega has kickstarted their media rounds. Actually, it's not just Boma and Tega, it's Boma, Tega, Peace and Michael. But for the sake of this video, we are going to be concentrating on just Boma and Tega, okay? So yeah, during their interview with the Beat FM, Boma and Tega spoke on their dates in the Big Brother Naija house. They were like, Tega was like, because she was the one answering for the both of them. She was like, before she and Boma started the stuff that they were doing in the house, I guess you already know what I'm talking about, that they had a conversation about it, and that the whole thing started off as a joke, but by the time the other housemates were giving them their attention, they knew they had to take the whole thing seriously. But by the time they got out of the house, they realized they had taken the whole thing too far, like they had pushed the button too far, and that she's going to own up to her shit and apologize to Nigerians. And the interviewer was like, I don't think you owe Nigerians any apology. I think the apologies is for your husband. She was like, yeah. And then they asked her if she had the conversation, or if she had discussed with her husband that she was going to do all it takes in the house. And she was like, yeah, as opposed to what the husband said in the interview with Tunde Ednut yesterday. She was like, yeah, they had the conversation, and the interviewer was like, but your husband said you never had that kind of conversation with him, though you said you were going to do all it takes, but you never said you were going to do in the house. And she was like, are you going to believe that? At that point, I'm like, Tega, your shame, they make my shame, they shame. Anyway, she said what she said, and she, own up to it, and that's what's up. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll allow you watch the video now, okay? And yeah, so please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you do, and I'll see you on my next one. Yeah, enjoy the video. Bye.
Yeah, okay. Like I made jokes all the time. Every time, 99% of the time, you saw me laughing. If I wasn't laughing, I was like scolding. Like one thing is like you couldn't press my buttons, man. Because even though I was like one of the most friendliest people in the house, but I didn't take myself serious, because for me, I knew if I took myself too seriously, I would just have a really bad time, So I just came in, and everything I did was just off
and vibes.
Just vibes.
Vibes, inshallah. Okay.
Right.
I say to Boma right. I say sorry to Boma to Tega right now. So that happened. And also, do you feel in any way that, Boma, just tapping you and you guys kissing and flirting and everything that, went on? Do you feel like, that was like, just going overboard, especially, owing largely to the fact that you're married?
Okay. I don't know. I think I should I go over this explanation again, or, like I said, I kept on saying, I've been saying it, right? We were on the show.
Yeah. And
we had some talks. And of course, we were enjoying the buzz from the housemates.
Yeah.
So we kept on doing.
Okay.
Right. We went on at 8, and coming out of the show, we realized that we pushed the button too far.
Okay.
All right. And it exploded. Of course, definitely. I'm going to own up to my shit.
Oh,
can't curse.
You can't curse. I'll send you that fine.
Okay, I'm going to own up to everything, right? And then tender a sincere apology to Nigerians and
maybe to your
every
husband,
other
because
person. Of course, my husband.
I saw an interview that you did the other day, and I think it was yesterday, and he's like, you guys haven't spoken since you got out.
Are you going to believe that?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. I don't like to believe stuff. So
well, we have spoken, and we're good.
Okay.
You guys are good.
Yes,
okay,
okay,
great.
Spoken and we're good.
Okay.
I'm on stage. You had mentioned something about the whole thing when you were with Ebuka. You mentioned something about the whole thing being acting. And again, coming off the interview with your husband yesterday, I think he made a point about saying something that you said you were going to go in and, do what it takes to, be entertaining on the show, which is something even Peace. I think in one of your diary sessions, you spoke about saying, yes, Tega strikes you as somebody that is willing to, do anything to be good on the show. So you're saying, okay, your husband was going to be cool with it and you and Boma were acting, but your husband came on that interview and said he wasn't party to giving you, say, a hall pass to go and, do whatever it is you and Boma did. So what exactly was it? Was it a pre-discussed thing with your husband that, okay, you were going to go in and maybe pick somebody and act out whatever the viewers wanted to see with, or did that just happen along the line?
Okay, first off, we had a conversation.
You and your husband?
Yes,
okay.
We had a conversation, and we spoke about it.
Yeah.
I'm very spontaneous.
Yeah. Right.
And sometimes I just go with the flow, regardless, right? So we had that conversation, and he was like, just don't be in your shell.
Okay.
Okay, and whatever happened with myself and Boma, of course, was pre-discussed.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
it's very interesting. We never quite saw
Yes,
any of
course.
those discussions.
Yes,
Fair.
definitely. So we had these discussions, right? It was more like it started like a joke,
Right.
right? And then we started enjoying the buzz from, and we're like, okay, I think this is cool. Let's just go on. Are
Let's
you,
go
are
with
you
it.
good with it? Let's just go on, right? And if he said that we didn't have discussion, I can't go over his words.
I know, I get you. So
I
I just
can't
want
go by his
to,
word,
I just want to
so-
chip in something right now. So you know, you're out of the house, and it seems like everybody's bringing a pitchfork, and wanting to have your head on the stake. So I wouldn't say, I wouldn't even call it mistakes at the end of the day, because people tend to lose light, or tend to lose the fact that it's a game show. And at the end of the day, you do whatever it is that you think that can be able to put you on top of people's minds, and get the votes or anything. So I believe that the only person that you actually owe, this explanation and conversation is to your husband
And your
you
family.
understand?
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear that you guys are trying to work stuff out. So yeah, it is what it is. It happened. So yeah,
Okay. So, Michael,
Michael.
what was the situation with Jackie B? Because very interesting, you and Boma are seated